Good morning, everybody, and welcome. This is our regular meeting of the Mason County Commission for September 10th, 2024. We're going to go ahead and begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. Commissioner Schutte, would you do us the honor of leading us?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner District 1, Randy Netherland.
I'm here.
Commissioner District 2, Kevin Schutte.
Here.
Commissioner District 3, Sharon Trask.
I'm here.
Excellent. We have a quorum. Next up is item number 4, correspondence and organizational business. Mackenzie, do you have any correspondence for us today?
I do. The Washington State Liquor and Cannabis Board sent in the following. Applications for special occasion liquor licenses for Shelton Skookum Rotary Foundation and Hood Canal Salmon Enhancement Group, and an application for liquor license for Assumption HK and JY Entertainment, Inc. Terry Lauber sent in an application for the Transportation Improvement Program Citizens Advisory Panel. And the Federal Energy Regulatory Committee sent confirmation for environmental inspections for the Wainuchi and Cushman hydroelectric projects and deflection monitoring program revision plan and schedule for the Cushman project.
Excellent, thank you. Item number 4.2, preliminary budget presentation, Auditor Dunkel.
Morning, Commissioners. Morning, Chairman Netherland. Hey, it's good to be here with you all. I want to present to you officially the 2025 preliminary budget for the county. And I know you guys received a copy unofficially last week, but this is the formal presentation. And as you guys know, it represents a tremendous amount of work by the financial services team led by our Chief Financial Officer, Leo Kim, and also with our Senior Financial Analyst, Shannon McGregor, Senior Analyst, Michelle Crow, Financial Analyst, Robin Redmond, and Financial Analyst, Jenny Mueller. So with that, I hand it over to you.
Thank you, sir.
Whoops, thank you, sir.
Appreciate it. Appreciate all you guys' hard work on this.
And let's spend taxpayer dollars wisely.
I gotta tell you, that's the one thing we are good at, guys, is spending it wisely or not spending it.
Or not spend.
Yeah, I think we're actually pretty darn good at not spending it too.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Is there any other correspondence or organizational business to come before us?
There is not.
Okay. Next up is item number 5, which is our open forum for citizens input. This is your opportunity to speak to the commission on any item that's not on the agenda. If it's on the agenda, we ask that you wait and you'll be given an opportunity to speak at that time. But if you'd like to speak, we're going to ask you to identify yourself first in the room. You will have 3 minutes total to speak. We have 15 minutes for everybody, so please be brief if you really do need to speak. With that being said, is there anybody in the audience who would like to speak? Please come up, identify yourself, and perhaps tell us where you're from.
Hi, Susan Kirchhoff. Good morning. I'm not a good morning person. That's like, anyway. Susan Kirchhoff, I'm the founder and executive director of the Youth Connection. We currently, for those who don't know, have 2 centers, one located in Shelton and one located in Belfair. We operate 6 off-site shelter houses and are working to create our 12 transitional housing unit in the building on 2nd Street. Yesterday, I actually finally found a space that I think we get to move into because permitting went in yesterday. That's an excitement. So we're excited for that. It's been a long time coming. I'm here today representing nonprofit Homeless Response System because we are working together to create a change. The Youth Connection has a hope to have a system which works together to support the whole person that we find in our community and find a solution for Mason County's homeless problem. Personally, I feel what we're doing right now is wonderful, but it's not working and it's a round robin and we move from one to the other and we don't have a system that actually stops the problem and solution. Homelessness in Washington State for 2023's annual report from the Department of Commerce reports a 9% increase in homelessness. And we all know that that's across the nation. It's not just Washington, it's everywhere. Unsheltered homelessness increased 21%, which excludes King County area. There are at least 13,000 young people ages 12 to 24 on the street or in unsafe, stable housing situations at any one time. These are referred as unaccompanied youth, someone without a parent or a guardian to take responsibility or give them a safe place to be. 50% of these youth are of color, Up to 40% of them are experiencing homelessness due to their identity or being claiming or stating that they're LGBTQ plus IA due to family rejection based on that sexual orientation or gender identity. We see this daily in our center, yet just this last week we have a 16-year-old who is LGBTQ plus, and the parents refuse to allow them to come back in their home. So they are an unaccompanied youth, and the only thing we can do for them is hand them a tent and say good luck, because we have no place for them. The Youth Connection works hard to provide cultural activities each month, such as Black History Month in March, Women's History in April, Asian History in May, Pride Month is June, and just so everybody knows, and I'm not trying to sell anything, but October is Mental Health Awareness, and we are hosting a men's awareness breakfast to give men a place. So I'm going to leave these for you to look at if you want them later. It's October 12th. We're an all-inclusive and welcoming organization which focuses on embodying everyone without prejudice and serves all young people equally with the goal of finding stabilized housing. Prevention is a key to preventing the chronic homelessness, as almost 50% of our adults experiencing homelessness became homeless before the age of 25. So our goal is to stop that process. As a community, which starts here with you guys, the council, we must change how we look at homelessness because it's not going away. As of this forward today, because of the increasing number of under 18-year-olds, we as the Youth Connection have made a commitment to try to, in the next 2 years, find a space for 18 and below, which is called a Hope Home. And I'm just saying that that's one of the things I'm hoping for, and if at any chance there's something that you guys can do to support that, I will appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Daisy. Be sure to spread out. I hear your name and organization's name in a good way a lot now.
I love that. We have been dispelling some nasty rumors in the community, which are what they are. When you have to kick someone out for something that's inappropriate, they then say nasty things about employees or stuff like that. And it's interesting because when I finally sit back at the people that are complaining and I go, can you at least give me an idea who said this to you? And I'll go, oh, it's because we had to kick them out. You know, can't bring a gun in our building. Sorry, you know. Anyway.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Is there anybody else in the audience who would like to speak to the commission on any item that is not on the agenda? Please raise your hand and I'll call you. Hearing none. On the Zoom land, is there anybody who would like to speak to the commission on any item? Tamara, please.
I thank you very much, and this is a great piggyback off of what Susan was sharing, because I know that oftentimes we're trying to look for examples of different things to help us in doing this.
Tamara, can you hold on 1 minute, please? We can't hear you. She's going to turn it up so I can hear you. We heard you said just barely though.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. Good morning, commissioners. Thank you so much. My name is Tamara Ingwaldson, and I live in Lake Limerick, and I am a member of the New Horizon Communities. We provide permanent supportive housing for the chronically homeless, and part of that work is the Shelton Veterans Village, and we partner with Susan and other homeless service providers throughout the county on different things. And one of the things that I wanted to highlight today was an article in the Jolt, which is an online newspaper in the Olympia area, and I'm happy to email the link to anyone that wants it. And some of our members of our Olympia team were recently part of this program that was being done, and I think it would be a really good example of a process to strengthen and leverage some of the work that one of Susan's team members is leading in regards to the outreach workers and trying to help strengthen that collaboration and make it a little more cohesive in that work. And so this article was in the Jolt on August 8th. And it's from the nonprofit Community Solutions announced a case study on Friday that Thurston County became the fifth community nationwide to collect quality data on all single adults experiencing homelessness. The case study mentioned that the county's quality data contains real-time and by-name comprehensive data. The case study is associated with the nonprofit's Built for Zero initiative, which contains a methodology to measure solved homelessness in a population. This milestone, quote, brings us one step closer to solving homelessness in our community, unquote, said Kylie Marinu from the Thurston County's office. The team will continue to strive towards addressing racial disparities and centering the invaluable contributions of people who have experienced homelessness in response to those efforts. The Built for Zero process versus a point-in-time count is a big reason why this new process was successful, as Community Solutions relies on comprehensive by name data and aids the communities in understanding the dynamics of homelessness at the different population levels. Historically, communities have relied heavily on point-in-time counts, but this number is just a snapshot in time, and so it's not as comprehensive as it could be. And I wanted to just bring this to your attention because I know you're starting the budget process and looking at ways that can help the associated departments that partner with the different nonprofits on helping to look at different models and things that have been successful, because I know that's things that you as county commissioners have been wanting to find more of. And one of the other parts of this that was mentioned was what they called their Greater Regional Outreach Workers League, or GROW. And this is where I think it could be a really good example of a model to take some lessons learned from and use to see how it can fit with the collaboration group of outworkers that one of Susan's staff members is leading in regards to trying to help all of us work better together in leveraging the resources that we have so that we can make our community a healthier place for everybody to thrive and succeed. So thank you.
Thank you very much. And please do send us a link. Is there anybody else in Zoom land who would like to speak to the commission on any item that is not on the agenda? Please raise your hand or unmute yourself, say your name, and I will call on you. Seeing none, we will go ahead and move forward. Next up is item number 6, adoption of the agenda.
Mr. Chair, I move that we adopt the agenda as presented.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded for the adoption of the agenda as presented. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? The motion carries. Item number 7, approval of the minutes.
Mr. Chair, I move approval of August 12th and August 19th, 2024 briefing minutes, and July 30th and August 13th, 2024 regular minutes.
I'll second.
It has been moved and seconded for the approval of the August 12th and August 19th, 2024 briefing minutes and the July 30th and August 13th, 2024 regular meeting minutes as presented. Any comments or polls or, no, hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? The motion carries. Next up is the action agenda. Approval of the action agenda. All items on the action agenda will be read to the public and into the record. At that time, after we do, you'll be given an opportunity to pull off each item for a separate vote if you choose, or to ask a question to help you decide if you want to pull it off for a separate vote. With that being said, we'll go ahead and read it all into the record, but if you want to testify on an issue, by the way, please just pull it off and we'll go ahead and we'll give you an opportunity to testify at that time. I will read item number 8.1. If Commissioner Schutte, if you would read 2, 3, and 4, and Commissioner Trask 5, 6, and 7. Item number 8.1, approval of warrants, treasurer's electronic remittance, claims, clearing fund. Warrants number 8107, 159 through 8107, 370. The amount, $1,999,501.00. Direct deposit fund, warrants number 109090 through 109503. The amount, $916,791.52. Salary clearing fund, warrants number 7008336 through 7008361. The amount, $614,319.68. Treasurer's electronic remittance is $464,082.81.
Mr. Chair, item 8.2, approval of the resolution canceling outstanding warrants not presented within 1 year of their issue. Item 8.3, approval of the Mason County Vendor Data Access Agreement, ensuring that external vendors comply with county security standards. And item 8.4, approval of the Information Technology Incident Response Policy.
Item 8.5, approval to appoint Catherine Diane McLean to the Board of Equalizations for an unexpired term ending May 31st, 2026. Item 8.6, approval for the chair to sign the State B. Blake reimbursement agreement between the Washington State Administration Office of the Courts and Mason County. Item 8.7, approval of the private line occupancy permit for Mary Ruth Mann's application for electric and water lines along the North Shore Road serving parcel numbers 32220-50-03003 and 32220-50-03004.
Thank you. Now that each item has been read into the record, is there anybody in the audience who would like to ask a question or have it taken off for a separate vote? If so, just raise your hand, I'll call on you. Is there any item anybody on Zoom land would like to ask a question on or have taken off for a separate vote? Please unmute yourself or raise your hand and I will call on you. I see none. I will entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I move approval of today's action agenda as read.
I'll second.
It has been moved and seconded for the approval of today's action agenda as presented. Any comments?
Not for me.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. That brings us to item number 9, department heads and elected officials. Are there any department heads or elected officials in the room? Yes, Mr. Department Head.
Mark Neary, Mason County Administrator. I just wanted to bring awareness to everybody that's watching, mostly the staff here in Mason County, to be super diligent on your awareness of IT. So we have identified a significant increase in attempts to log in under individuals that actually are in our system. So just be really diligent on emails. They're getting really good at pretending like they're somebody that you know. And so if you don't expect an email from somebody, or if you receive some type of a question associated with your credentials, recognize immediately that that is not normal. Call those individuals and ask if they intended to send you that message. The bad actors are getting really good at this, and during this election season, we're going to continue to see a huge increase in this type of attack. So our protection is us. Our protection is our employees that are knowledgeable about IT security. And for individuals that are really out in the public that are watching this, you're not immune to it either. So please be very careful about responding to emails that you didn't expect. And don't be afraid to pick up the phone and call those individuals if they do contact you, because there's a lot of bad activity going on right now. So just a awareness message.
Thank you. Any other department heads or elected officials like to speak? Anybody on Zoom, department head or elected official that would like to speak? Unmute yourself or raise your hand, I'll call on you. Commissioners, mind if I give a compliment to department head or elected official at the moment? Loretta, on behalf of my community, I want to say thank you to the road department. I mentioned it yesterday. But we had some serious issues that had happened out in North Mason. We actually had a huge theft that occurred while we had a road closed out there. And that community in that particular area is really, truly cut off. They really are. When they have to go around, it can literally take them an hour and a half to get around. It's amazing how far that one is. And with that being what it was, having that original theft, that was horrible, and it made it drag out even further. And then we had a piece of equipment go down that you couldn't have planned on, but you immediately got other equipment back out. But that community was going to be cut off for even longer, but you made arrangements to bring them in on Friday, which people don't know. When they don't see them working on Friday, they think they're just lazy. That's not what's happening. They don't work on Fridays during the summer. They work 4/10s. And so they came in and worked overtime in order to help those people out there. Then not only did they come in overtime for Friday, they came back to work on Sunday. Worked all overtime on Sunday in order to get it done, and they got it done before the school buses and everything would be coming through on Monday. And so those people were able to bring their kids straight through. Imagine trying to go an hour and a half to get your kid to school. It's crazy how it was working. Thank you on behalf of the community, Loretta, and please share that thank you to your staff.
We have.
Okay.
And thank you, Commissioners, absolutely.
Okay, there are no public hearings, so the next up, we're gonna go to board calendars and reports. Commissioner Schutte, then Commissioner Trask, and myself.
Sure. Thanks, Mr. Chair. Just one thing to highlight from last week before I get into the upcoming calendar. Both Commissioner Netherland and I had a chance to attend the North Mason Regional Fire Authority screening of their documentary on their mobile integrated health program, and I think it was an incredible evening to spend with folks from both North Mason and Kitsap counties, looking at the incredible success that the mobile integrated health program is for our community, and It's just proved to me that true innovation happens by people who are in the work every day and understand the needs of their community. And we were fortunate to have a little bit of money to contribute to that program and get that stood up along with Public Hospital District 2. But the vision of Chief Bakken and the hard work of Abe Gardner and Adam Boyd and Christy Eilers and the whole team at North Mason Fire to pull this off is it's inspiring. I don't think there's any other way to put it. Just a great event last week. Moving forward this week, have MaceCom board meeting. Really excited. Some really positive changes happening at MaceCom. We have 3 new hires that started our first public safety telecommunicator academy that kicked off this week, so I'm excited to get some updates on that. They're just in complete recruitment mode over there and getting things moving, and so I think the whole board is really excited to see the direction of the organization moving forward. Also be attending the opioid stakeholder group meeting, IT steering committee, Mason Clean Water District, EDC board meeting, Lily Wap Community Club, potluck. Always a fun time to get up to that group. If you haven't been up there, it's they're a great little community. Meeting with DOT and Representative Griffey. Also have a chance to sit down with Melissa Casey in Community Health next week up at their new offices up by Mason Health. So super excited to check out that work that they've been doing to move in up there, as well as a meeting with Bill Dewey and Bill Taylor from Taylor Shellfish before coming back for more briefings.
All right, well, first I want to wish my son-in-law a happy birthday and my other daughter and her husband a happy anniversary. So they make it convenient for me, keep the days very similar. Tomorrow's my little brother's birthday, so I want to wish him a happy birthday too, my little brother. Tomorrow night is the business after hours with Maple Glen. And then, oh, what happened there? Computers and Sharon. EDC meeting on Thursday, Public Works Board Executive Committee meeting, Pack Mountain Executive Finance meeting, briefing on Monday, Wasatch Virtual Assembly. My son and the 2 that are having their anniversary, they're doing the Spartan Sprint on Sunday. So we're going to be over there in Seattle watching that and watching them get dirty. Board of Health meeting on the 17th. It's a special Board of Health meeting. Did you announce that?
I did not, because I'm not going to be there.
Well, fine.
I might. I didn't know that it got scheduled. I heard that there might be one, and so if I can call in, I will. But
Okay.
I'm over at CTAC.
See how it is. Okay. And then I think we have a Mason Transit meeting.
Yes.
And so, be at that turning point, we're getting ready for our empowerment special. It used to be known as the Power of the Purse, now it's called Empowerment. So getting ready for that coming up the end of August or October. So make sure that you get your tickets to that. Going to Ellensburg for a Timber Counties meeting, and then a Wasatch Board of Directors meeting, and then a LSC meeting, also a Public Works Board Executive Committee meeting, Broadband meeting on Friday, going to watch the Tacoma Rainiers on Saturday, then we're back here for a briefing, Wasatch Virtual Assembly, and back here for our commission meeting.
I actually enjoy the Rainier games more than the Mariner games.
Oh, I love them.
Just
I
do.
think they're fantastic.
Maybe it's because all the food.
It's a great stadium.
Yeah.
The traffic's
I want
better
to
too.
hit on a few of the things we did in the last couple of weeks. We actually were also together at an opioid overdose awareness event. I was in the one in Belfair, but I also attended the one in Shelton as well. I want to make a mention, guys. I was picking up trash out there off of Bayshore. If you're listening to this and you're driving, you see those people in the vest, please give a little bit of berth. I literally, more than once, because I stepped out a little outside because I had somebody that was also picking up trash, trying to give a little bit of room. I literally felt the brush of the side view mirror. It's just not necessary. I don't know why everybody has to. And you can see me, especially wearing a big thing like that, but they just Just did it. So I wanted to let the commission know, I had a great meeting, I think, with the city manager regarding animal control, and I passed it on. We're waiting to find out some more information from them, but it actually, things are back moving in the right direction. And they're open-minded about a few things that I look forward to seeing what they come back with. So it'd be nice if we could fix that for our community and for the county. That event in Bremerton for our, with North Mason Regional Fire Authority, you're gonna be hearing more and more about this because the whole country's gonna do it. It's just that effective. It's working that well. And it was a wonderful event. I wanna thank Bo Bach and all of them, including Commissioner Shitty, for all the work that's been done on all that, and the whole commission for getting the money to help them get it started. We also were all together for a meeting with a delegation of other elected officials. We had 2 representatives that attended. So now, next up, I have Olympic Regional Clean Air Authority meeting. I have a meeting I think you'll be at with the opioid group. North Mason School Board is having a group of people together to discuss bonds. I'll be on that, and with that, I'm attending a Rotary meeting. Stan Kriegel is an old teacher and stuff that has passed away from there. I'll be attending his celebration of life. I will be on WASAC, at least one, if not both of those meetings in the background. Mason Transit Authority meeting. High school's having an event, North Mason High School. I'm supposed to be there, and it's on my calendar, but I have no idea what it is. So I'll let you know if it's anything. It's just there. The Women D's have invited me to come and speak to them at a lunch event. North Mason Chamber of Commerce meeting. We have our special health board meeting regarding mobile health. Me and my son are putting on a dinner for the community and the Eagles, where we're feeding them and serving them for free. Come on out, join the Eagles. And then the Farm Bureau is having their annual meeting, and that brings us back and we start all over again. With that being said, is there anything else anybody wants to add? And if not, I will entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I move we adjourn.
No second.
It has been moved and seconded. We adjourn. Hearing no objection, we are adjourned. Thank you, everybody.